What if the pill you took last night, the one you trusted, the one sitting quietly in your medicine cabinet, could silently push your heart toward a crisis? Not illegal drugs. Not rare medications. But everyday prescriptions, even over-the-counter pills, that millions of people over 50 take without a second thought. As someone who has spent decades inside emergency rooms and cardiac ICUs, I can tell you this with absolute certainty: some of the most dangerous heart attacks don't come from bad habits alone, they come from medications people believed were helping them. And today, you're going to discover 6 of the most overlooked, shockingly common medicines that can dramatically increase your risk, sometimes within hours. And one of them? It's likely already in your home. Before we begin, I need to be very clear about one thing. This video is not here to scare you, it's here to protect you. Never stop any medication on your own. But what you learn today may help you ask one simple, life-saving question to your doctor. And that question has saved more lives than any emergency procedure I've ever performed. So stay with me until the end. Let's uncover these 6 hidden villains, one by one. Villain number 6, decongestants. Let's start with something you've probably used many times: cold medicine. You're congested, you can't breathe, and within minutes of taking it, relief. It feels like a miracle. But behind that relief, something dangerous may be happening. Many decongestants work by tightening your blood vessels, not just in your nose, but throughout your entire body. This raises your heart rate, increases blood pressure, and puts sudden strain on your heart. If you're over 60, and especially if you already have plaque buildup in your arteries, that sudden pressure can trigger a spasm, or worse, a blockage. Some research has shown these drugs can significantly increase the risk of heart attack or stroke shortly after use. And here's the shocking part: some of these ingredients have even been questioned for their effectiveness. So you may be taking a risk for very little benefit. Safer options? Simple things like saline rinses, humidified air, and certain non-stimulating antihistamines can help without stressing your heart. Villain number 5, NSAIDs. Now let's talk about one of the most commonly used medications in the world. Pain relievers. Headache? Take one. Back pain? Take another. It feels harmless, routine. But inside your body, these drugs can disrupt a delicate balance. They can increase blood pressure, make your blood more prone to clotting, and force your heart to work harder by causing fluid retention. This creates a perfect storm: tightened arteries, thicker blood, and a stressed heart. Health authorities have warned that even short-term use can increase cardiovascular risk, especially at higher doses. There are safer alternatives depending on your situation, but the key is awareness. Because common does not mean risk-free. Villain number 4, stomach acid medications. PPIs. Now here's one that surprises almost everyone. Medications for acid reflux and stomach protection. They're often taken daily, sometimes for years. And many people believe they're completely harmless. But long-term use has been linked to changes in blood vessel function. These medications may interfere with the production of nitric oxide, a compound your body uses to keep blood vessels relaxed and flexible. Without it, arteries can become stiff, and over time, this may contribute to cardiovascular strain. The key issue here isn't short-term use. It's long-term, unmonitored use. If you've been taking these for months or years, it may be worth revisiting with your doctor. Villain number 3, stimulants. Next, we move into a newer and growing trend. Medications used for focus, energy, or even weight loss. These substances stimulate your nervous system, increasing alertness, but also increasing heart rate and blood pressure. For younger individuals, the body may tolerate this better. But after 60, the cardiovascular system becomes more sensitive. Studies have shown increased risks of hypertension and cardiovascular events with prolonged use. And here's something many people overlook. Some natural supplements and pre-workout products can contain similar stimulant effects. Just because it's sold over the counter doesn't mean it's safe for your heart. Villain number 2, corticosteroids. Now we come to something often called a miracle treatment. Steroids. They reduce inflammation quickly and can provide fast relief from pain or swelling. But their effect on the heart is powerful. They can increase blood sugar, raise blood pressure, alter cholesterol levels, and promote fluid retention, all at the same time. That combination puts significant stress on your cardiovascular system. Even injections, those quick treatments that seem harmless, can have systemic effects lasting weeks. Used carefully, they can be valuable. But repeated or prolonged use without monitoring can quietly increase your risk. Villain number 1, testosterone. And now, the most controversial one on this list. Testosterone therapy. Often marketed as a way to restore energy, strength, and vitality. And for some individuals with true deficiency, it may be appropriate under strict medical supervision. But here's the concern. Testosterone can increase red blood cell production, making the blood thicker. Thicker blood moves more slowly, and is more likely to clot. Some studies have shown an increased risk of heart attack, especially in the early months of use, particularly in older men. And when not properly monitored, the risks rise even further. This is not something to experiment with casually. It's something that requires precise evaluation, proper diagnosis, and ongoing supervision. So let's quickly bring this together. The 6 medications to be aware of: decongestants, anti-inflammatory painkillers, long-term acid reducers, stimulants, steroids, and improperly used testosterone. Each one has its place in medicine. But each one also carries risks, especially after 50. Now here's the most important part of this entire video. Don't panic. Don't stop your medications. But do this one simple thing. At your next doctor visit, ask, do I still need this, or is there something safer for my heart? That single question can change everything. Because the goal isn't just to live longer. It's to live stronger, safer, and with confidence in every decision you make about your health. If this opened your eyes even a little, press the like button so more people over 50 can see this life-saving information. Comment below, have you ever taken any of these medications? And if you want the next video on medications that actually protect your heart, type protectors in the comments, I'll make it for you. Subscribe, stay informed, and take control of your health. Because the best protection starts with awareness.